Hello, thank you for coming back to my kitchen. You are very welcome as always. Today I'm making bread and butter pudding. This pudding is a custard based pudding. You just put slices of bread and butter and dried fruit and pour the custard over. It's very, very simple to make and very economical. I did promise that I would make this after Christmas. When I did bread pudding recipe in, I think that was about November. I'll leave a link somewhere about for the bread pudding recipe, but this is bread and butter pudding today. I hope you enjoy it, and here's how I make it. We're going to start by buttering the dish. This is a 2 pint or 1 litre dish. And we'll set that aside and butter the bread. We need approximately 6 slices from a small white loaf. I softened my butter this morning because we need to have it spreadable. So we're just spreading each slice of bread with butter. And this is 2 ounces or 50 grams of butter I'm using here. So it needs to be spread quite liberally. Once the butter has been spread, we just need to cut the crusts off each slice. And then cut each slice diagonally. If you were using bigger slices of bread than this, and really, although I'm using, it's best with small slices, use what you've got. If you've got white bread and it's going stale, use that by all means. This is what this recipe was originally for, but you might need to cut the bread twice, so that way and that way, to make this sort of size triangle. So once all the bread's been cut, we're just going to place it in the bowl. In this bowl I have 100 grams or 4 ounces of dried fruit. I have a mixture of currants, raisins and sultanas, but you can use any dried fruit you've got or any dried fruit you prefer. And we just put the fruit in amongst the bread slices. It is best to get the fruit nearer the bottom, which is why I put my bread in like this, so the fruit is not too much on the top and doesn't catch in the oven. There, that's perfect. Then we'll make the custard mixture. In my bowl I have 2 eggs, and I'm just going to give them a whisk. Then I'm going to add 2 ounces or 50 grams of caster sugar. And to this I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now if you're a big fan of vanilla, add a teaspoon. I like it, but I'm not such a fan, so I'm just adding half a teaspoon. Oh, it does smell nice though. And just whisk all that together. In this jug I have a half a pint or 250 millilitres of milk, and we're just going to whisk this in gradually. And now all I'm going to do is pour this back in here, simply because it's easier for me to pour from this jug than this jug. Now we need our pudding back, and we slowly pour the custard over the bread. This is why I needed a good pouring jug, otherwise it would dribble. I had it like that. So just put all the custard over, dispersing it as best you can. There. The custard will now sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just to all the custard soaks through the bread. And in the meantime, I'll put my oven on. Because I have a fan oven, I'm going to put it on 160, but if you haven't got a fan oven, that's 180 or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. My pudding has now been soaking for 15 minutes, and I'm going to put it in the oven to cook for 50 minutes. My bread and butter pudding has had 50 minutes. Let's get it out. Oh, lovely. Look at this. I'm not sure if you can see it from here. As you can see, I'll bring it over to you. It's all nice and brown on the top, and it's quite firm. The custard's quite firm underneath. This bread and butter pudding is served hot, straight from the oven. Although if you have some left over, it can be heated up the next day. As usual, all the ingredients are listed in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again next week.